Hello!
And welcome back to Books and Grannies.
Yeah, guys. I'm Danielle.
I'm Sarah.
Yeah, and it is that time of the week again.
Yeah, it is.
Personal read-check-in time.
Whoop,
Oh my
whoop.
god. And if you didn't know, if you're new here, personal read-check-ins are all of the books we read outside of a podcast book.
Yes. In a week.
In a week.
Obviously.
Yeah. Sometimes we have real freaking solid weeks where we each have 3 reviews.
Yeah.
And others, like this week, are less good.
Yes.
Mostly for me.
I mean, yeah, same.
I don't have a lot to say today.
That's
but you
okay.
have to know the little that I do have to say, so you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But I think Sarah's going to start.
Yeah.
She has one more review than I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So give it to me.
I feel like that's kind of out of the norm recently with all your audiobooking.
Yeah. I didn't work this week, so I didn't have to drive for 2.5 hours collectively in a day.
Yeah.
So I did not finish a goddamn thing outside of our buddy read. So yeah. Audiobooks were the only way. Now that they're gone, I'm not going to read anything ever again.
Ever again.
Until
Screw physical books.
I'd rather read a physical book. If I had 2.5 hours in my day for physical reading, I'd be stoked.
Same.
But that's just not possible when you got a toddler and a husband and a house and 5 animals.
I guess.
And a job.
I
guess. But anyway, Sarah.
Anyways.
What the tootin' hoots did you finish?
What the tootin' hoots?
Tootin' hoots.
Well.
I
listened to,
yes,
in all of its entirety, The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek by Michele Richardson.
Books are involved, say less.
I know, right?
What is it?
So it's a book about, I don't know if you've ever heard, it's a historical fiction.
Ooh.
Loosely based on a true story.
Okay.
Loosely.
Very loosely.
I think. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't actually know.
Did it say it was based on a true story?
Sort of, yeah. The audio or the narrator in the beginning said that it's like based on this group of people.
Okay, so kinda.
It's loosely based on a true story.
Great,
I guess.
But
it's about the Packhorse Library project.
Okay.
That was initiated by President Roosevelt in 1930.
Okay.
And also about the Blue People of Kentucky.
Okay, I don't know what either of those things are.
I didn't either.
So enlighten me.
Well, I gave it 4 stars to start.
Great.
I'll tell you a little more as I'm reviewing it.
Okay, 4 stars is good.
I feel like my review is telling you the story. Sort of.
Mildly. Okay.
So, I liked it. I liked learning about something that I had never heard of before.
Yeah, that's great.
And I didn't know that it was like a historical fiction. I kind of thought when I read Blue People, I was like, what does that even mean?
I'm blue.
Are they Democrats or?
We went 2 entirely different directions. I was thinking Blue Man Group. Smurfs, perhaps.
So, the Blue People of Kentucky are this family of people that have a genetic condition.
Okay.
That they are literally blue.
Oh, wow.
I looked up pictures of them and they're physically blue.
That's wild.
It's called something along the lines of anemia something.
Got it. Blood stuff.
Blue blood.
Blue blood.
There's not enough oxygen in their blood or something, and so their blood
Okay.
is blue and it makes their skin look blue.
My goodness. Never knew that was a thing.
I didn't either.
Wow.
But also, completely separate thing, the Packhorse Library Project.
Yeah, what the heck is that?
Was something that was initiated to deliver books to the people in the like hills of the Appalachian Mountains in Kentucky.
Oh. Okay.
So,
Interesting.
the book is centered around a woman named Cussie Mary, who is a blue person.
Okay.
And she is also a bookwoman. So she
Wow.
delivers books on muleback to people in the hills.
Yeah.
And it's
Interesting.
mostly about her story and the like prejudices that she faces and racism from people.
Yeah.
Because she's blue. People like treat her like she's a demon.
Rude.
Yeah. So I really, really liked learning about all of that, and I actually like went and did research on the Blue People because I was fascinated. And yeah, I love the friggin' library project. I never knew about that.
Me neither.
That's so cool.
That is way cool.
Deliver books to people who are like not wealthy enough to get them for themselves,
I love
or knowledgeable at all. Like the books are helping teach them to read, and
that's amazing.
Cassie helps a lot of people learn how to read, and it's really cool.
That is cool. Is this something that like stopped eventually?
I think so.
Yeah. Just like there should be like access to literature.
Absolutely.
I hope there's something similar.
I hope so too. And maybe it's still going. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to look into that.
Okay. Well, tell me more about your rating.
I also really liked the writing. It was really well done, and the narrator was amazing too. I really liked her. She had like accent the whole time and like depicted all of the separate characters well. I think it wasn't like all just run together, which happens a lot when it's only one narrator.
Sure does. I'm always impressed when it can, like, a narrator can clearly define different characters. Yeah. Even though it's just them. Yeah. I'm like, hell yeah. I would get it confused.
Same. I do in my brain sometimes. I'm like, wait, who is this?
Wait a minute. Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I loved the story because I learned, and I love learning, and I like that, you know?
For sure.
And I also liked her story, like outside of the main premise of the book, which is delivering books to people. Like her story was so sad and empowering at the same time. So she's not only dealing with like the racism and the segregation from the community that she's a part of, but also her father works in the coal mines. Yeah. And he is convinced that he's dying, and so he gives her away into like an arranged marriage that is not good. Yeah. And yeah, she just deals with a lot of shit, and I like her. Because she comes out on top in the end, and I love that.
Yeah, perseverance.
So yeah,
cool.
I really enjoyed it. I think you would really like it too.
Yeah,
it's a good book.
I'm interested. I'll have to pick it up sometime.
Yeah.
Well, sick.
Yeah.
Glad you branched out and enjoyed your experience.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah,
we
dude.
love it. Well,
want to tell the people about our buddy read, Danielle?
I sure would love to.
Do it.
So guys, hear me out. After all these weeks, all of this time that has been spent, we have finally finished The Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. Yeah. It was 169 pages.
Hell yeah.
And, well, we haven't said anything about what this is. If you don't know anything about the Day of a Bad trilogy, it is a epic fantasy based in Middle Eastern mythology. Yeah. That focuses on like Jinn. Yes. And what feels very like earthly magic to me. So we have water magic, air magic. Yeah. And we've got the fire worshippers, so fire magic. Healing magic. Yeah. It's very magical. And it's fucking amazing.
It's so good.
So good. Yes. I gave it a 5-star.
Oh my gosh.
Did you
what?
give it a 5-star?
I gave it 5 stars.
Oh my god. Guys, that's 3 for 3.
Wow.
Every single book in that trilogy got a 5-star from both of us.
This was a perfect trilogy.
It was.
It was so good.
From both of us.
Yes.
From both.
Wow.
Guys, read it.
Do it or
god
else.
Damn, it was so good.
So good.
So good.
All right, well, give me your review.
What can I say? I feel like this book of the 3 was the most emotional.
For sure.
I think that she masterfully closed the trilogy in a way that I didn't entirely expect. I mean, I think that like parts of it for sure, but I didn't think the resolution would come as it did. Yeah. But I wasn't mad about it. I think it fit the story very well, fit the characters very well.
Yes.
Because there was a lot of drama and war and political battle, and the main characters in it very much gave the vibe of like us poor millennials in the United States trying to get our shit together for the coming generations. Yes. And I liked that. It was very much like young, it gave young voters trying to make a difference in the world. Yeah. You know what I mean? And especially in our current climate, like that's a scary prospect. And in the resolution for this trilogy, it really put the power into the current generation. And I loved that.
Me too.
I really loved that there were 10 million twists and turns. I felt like you couldn't get your footing the whole time.
Yeah. Which is part of what made the ending so like, okay, I knew that it was going to be a good ending, but it wasn't the way I expected it to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you were so like
all over the place.
What's it gonna be?
Where are we going next? Yeah, it was a trip. Everything was going down, and it was not just the main character. Like, I guess there are multiple main characters. I don't think Nari is the only one.
Yeah.
But she's definitely like the top main character.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just her going through these monumental things. In fact, mostly other people. Like, she had some of her own, but they really built up secondary characters and put them through their own ringer and watched them develop into something entirely different than you would have expected. And I love that. Her writing is beautiful, always. I am obsessed, and I want to read more of her books. She has some of them.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a spin-off of this trilogy.
I know.
By the way.
I saw that. There's only one book out for it.
Okay.
But I want to read it.
Hell yeah.
I have it in my Amazon cart right now.
Hell
actually.
yeah.
Because I wanted to get the river one. And then I saw that and was like, well, come on.
You have to.
I have to. Her writing is beautiful. She paints such a vivid, descript picture of the world. The world building is fantastic. We really explored the world this book. Kind of got everywhere.
Yes.
Which I loved.
Yes.
And the characters, you love them all. Even if they're shitheads. Like, you know, you are invested in their future.
Yeah.
And I think it was just such a well-rounded epic fantasy trilogy. I could not have asked for more.
I agree.
I don't think there was a fault in any of the books for me. I think this one had a few grammatical errors here and there, but like, didn't even care.
No.
It was so far down on my list of priorities.
Same.
You know?
Yeah.
God.
Well, I agree with everything you said, obviously. I love the ending of this series.
Yeah.
I think it was beautifully done.
It was.
It was literally perfect, and I could not have asked for anything different.
I know.
And I love the way that all of the characters, not even just the main characters, but all of the characters shine in their own way. Even the side characters you learn to care about or hate, and I just love that. I feel like that takes such skill in a book.
Oh, for sure. Especially one that's as complicated as it is.
Yeah. I also love there was always something going on in this book. Like, even in the stretches where it felt like there wasn't really anything happening, there was stuff happening.
For sure.
And it just kept me interested the entire time. Like, there was never a single point that I was bored.
Yeah.
At all.
I feel like even outside of these grand events where there's a lot of action going on, there's so much like behind the scenes calculative freaking strategic planning, freaking like discovery of themselves, that it was still just like eating it up. And the ending, I love that Dara like has a chance to have a comeback in the end. The only bad thing that I want to say, and I obviously didn't take any stars away for this because I still feel like the end was perfect. Yeah.
I wish that we could have had a little more information about Nari and Ali after, and like whether they end up together or not. I will say that I'm happy regardless of what happens between them, that they are together in proximity because I love them together and I love their friendship.
Me too.
I just want a little more information about them.
That's fair. I feel like out of the review, it felt implied that they were together
for sure
come the end, but I also feel like it was intentional that she like to not make it romantic-y.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, she's like, that's not what's important here. Like, I'm not even focusing it on in the end, even though it's been a build-up. Like, no. I was like, kind of offended.
Exactly. Yeah. Kind of rude.
Yeah. But I do love their relationship so much, even if it didn't ever come to us getting to know about it. I feel like they have to end up together.
They have to.
They have to.
God.
And I love it.
Did you, since we're outside of review now.
Yeah.
Did you, I'm assuming you didn't cry at all during this book.
I did not, no.
Oh, I cried when Dara left, dude.
Yeah.
Like, sobbed.
Oh, no. That was really heart-wrenching.
It was so emotional.
I feel like that, I mean, I think I was glistening for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, just their history and the relationship that they had for it to finally come to an end after being so tumultuous. Yeah. And underneath it all, still having this, like, respect and care for him is terrible. Yeah. It was really terrible.
Yeah.
Do you want to know?
I so did not see the end coming, though, with friggin' Manise.
I know.
I was like, oh.
That was wild.
How did he do that?
I know. And then the whole situation with the Perrys, I was like, Nari, what?
Yeah, dude.
Like, you're just blindly about to kill yourself.
Yeah.
And it worked out. But also, now I'm like, there needs to be more.
There has to be
more. There needs to be
more.
another book. One where Ali and Nari are creating whatever
future
for David Bad, and we get to know like who's the enemy now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because Perry's like, you got an enemy in us, kid. She's like, nah, it's fine.
It's fine. I'll handle it later.
Yeah,
sounds like a tomorrow Nari problem.
I just needed to, I don't know, save this whole freaking place. There's fire rain and friggin' Merid dwellers, and like it was epic as hell. It was such a good book.
So good.
Do you want to know the alternative epilogue?
Yeah, tell me about it.
It was really nothing much, but it was Dara's point of view of him. He's been out traveling. He stops at a hole-in-the-wall tavern in some tiny little place and hopes he's not recognized. Of course he is immediately, but he gives the bartender a bunch of gold to like pay for everyone's drinks, and he's trying to find information from anyone he can to see if they've seen any weird magic from the Ifrits or like have heard any weird news. And then it jumps to Zainab, who's now traveling the world with Akisa, and they stopped at Bir Nabat, which is where Ali was for a while. And Akisa was like, this reminds me too much of freaking Lubaid, something like that, her friend. Yeah. So they kept going to Babili, which is where Dara was, in that tavern.
Okay.
And so they all come together in the tavern. There's a big confrontation with him and Akisa. And then he's saying, like, I just am trying to get information. Zainab's like, this is never going to come to anything. You're just blindly searching on the wind.
Yeah.
And like, you should talk to the humans, because they might, if they're selling these vessels of souls, it's probably to humans for them to have slaves.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't appear in front of humans.
Right.
Like, I simply don't have that power. And Akisa's like, I can, because she lived in the human world for a long time.
Yeah.
And so Zainab convinces her, well, Akisa, they convince each other to help Dara. Now they're all going to go on a freaking human adventure.
Now I really want more.
Yeah, I know.
I want a friggin' side story of that.
I know.
Adventure.
I kind of wonder if the river one is about that, or
I wonder too. Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know. River vibes give me Merid, so I don't know. But we'll see.
Well, and it says too that it's, it's the river of Silver, Tales of Daevabad. So it's not.
Okay, it's not like
It's Daevabad specific.
Got it. So maybe it is like Ollie's, because now he has his own river.
Yeah.
That he must control.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I feel like there's so many ways that she could make more books.
Yeah. Yeah. So many spin-offs.
Both in Daevabad and like Dara and Zainab Adventures.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Come on, S.A. Chakraborty.
Come on. We love you. Also, she's going by Shannon Chakraborty now. Is her pen name. At least on the spin-off, I should say.
Okay.
Anyway, it was wonderful. Please read the entire trilogy.
Do it,
so
or
good.
else.
It's
so good.
I loved every single one of the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
It might be my favorite series that we've read this year.
Maybe.
Because it's the only one that got all 5 stars.
I know.
Even ACOTAR didn't get all 5 stars.
Our duo did.
That's true.
Yeah. The Shepherd King.
That's true, yeah.
But also, ACOTAR was a reread for us, so that's like slightly different. But
that's true.
Yeah, it was freaking 5 out of 5 cross the board.
So good.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, Sarah, now that our reviews are over, because that's all we got this week, friendos.
Yeah.
What are you currently reading?
Well, I am still reading The Games Gods Play by Abigail Owen.
Yeah.
I read 224 pages this week.
Heck yeah, that's a good amount.
Pretty close to done with it, so you'll probably get to hear a review next week.
Shit, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You still liking it?
I am loving it, yeah.
Oh, good.
It's really good.
Okay.
Some real sad shit just happened, and I sobbed a little bit about it.
Oh my god. Maybe I'll start sobbing at books again.
Maybe.
I just had a weird revolutionary sob recently, so it's possible. Well, cool.
Yeah. Do you want me to say my other one, too? Might as well.
I have 2 also.
Oh,
if we want to go back and forth.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm still reading Quicksilver.
Okay.
By Callie Hart.
Yeah.
I got another 76 pages.
Wow.
So really trucking through.
Hell yeah.
It's getting interesting. I feel like I haven't told you much of anything about it. I told you that the main female character got sucked into a pool of silver into Feyland.
Okay.
I think I told you that.
Maybe.
And she is like an alchemist, apparently, and they don't have any of them in their realm, and they're the ones who used to open these Quicksilver portals.
Okay.
Which allow them to travel between realms.
Okay.
And the queen of female main character's realm shut them all some time ago.
Okay.
So they're trying to get her to figure out how to open them. and also how to create relics that people have to wear in order to stay sane when they go through the Quicksilver.
Okay.
Because otherwise it like enters your brain and makes you insane.
Oh.
Yeah. So her task right now is to create all these relics. All the while, freaking Shadow Daddy Kingfisher is fighting a war, has had Quicksilver in him more than once, so his brain is not all there.
Okay.
He wears his relic at all times because otherwise he's like a rabid animal.
Oh.
And they definitely are having hardcore tension. And yeah. Now she's just trying to like figure out how to master Quicksilver and make relics and how to not bang Kingfisher.
Just do it. Just bang him already.
Just get after it. He might be like several thousand years old, but who cares?
It's fine. It's the only age gap that's acceptable.
The Fae?
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's getting pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it. The characters are fun and
yeah, it sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
I definitely want to check it out. So I need you to finish reading it so that eventually I can read it.
Yeah, one day.
Jeez.
I'll get through it, and I'm really liking it, so hopefully I'll have a review in the next week or two.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to try to get some reading done this week. I don't have it stacked and booked like I normally do, so I'm excited about that.
Hell yeah.
I just got to put up Halloweeny decorations.
Woo-woo!
Heck yeah. Well,
Cool.
what's your other one?
So I started listening to this book because it's 4 hours long on audiobook,
Yeah,
and I was trying to knock out another review for today.
as we do.
Didn't have time.
Well,
It's called Below Zero.
okay.
It's by Allie Hazelwood.
Oh,
And I've listened to 45% of it.
okay. How
Just
you
on my
feeling?
drive here.
How you
Which
feeling
I
about
just
it?
love. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's definitely like cheesy romance.
okay.
Love
Yeah.
at first sight.
Ugh.
Oh my god, you're hot. I'm obsessed with you.
Sounds about right.
So,
Great.
woo.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
I actually have 3 current reads, and I don't know why I didn't say that.
Wow.
So now I have to do 2.
You should have gone first.
I know I should have. I'm sorry.
It's alright. You can say 2 in a row. What else did you read, Danielle?
Well, I have 2 audiobooks running. I'm still listening to The Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. I'm another 8% through. So I'm a whole
Wow.
9% through the 34-hour audiobook.
Hell yeah.
And I think I'm struggling because I know the story.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
The writing is good. I mean, I don't have anything against it. The narrator's fun. He does justice to the characters. Although his accents like are all kind of similar.
Okay.
And I also have like from having watched the TV show, I have their voices in my head and I'm like, that's just not it. What are you doing? But it's fine so far. I don't know if I'm going to finish it.
That's fair. It's a heavy load if you're not
It is.
super enjoying it to push through.
Yeah.
Check through.
And it's almost exactly the same as the show right now. So I don't know if the book is going to differentiate at all. I imagine like it's a 34-hour audiobook. I assume there's going to be other stuff, but it's almost like verbatim the same thing. And that's probably why it's hard for me.
That's fair.
So yeah, 9% into that. We'll see if I continue.
Hell yeah.
And then the other one,
What else? Tell me. I'm so excited.
I started listening to the Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay. How are you liking the narration? I'm super interested.
It's been fine. It's just one person, one guy.
Okay.
It's nothing like I've had better narrators.
Yeah.
I feel like for something as like cult classic, it would be like really well done. And I'm certain there's probably like a fancy version of their audiobook
I'm sure
at some
they have
point.
like a graphic audio
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, but it's been all right so far, and it's just easy and fun. And I did just recently watch Sorcerer's Stone, so maybe it wasn't a good time to do it.
Can we do that the next weekend?
Sure,
Watch
I'll
Harry
watch them
Potter?
again. Why not? Yeah, we just got through Goblet of Fire, so we're freaking 4 movies in.
Oh.
But that's all right, Sarah.
Rude.
You know, I'll watch them anytime, any day.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But it's been fine so far. The narrative is okay. The beginning is different than the movie. I can say that. Which I'm like, all right. So, see, this is what I'm looking for: book versus movie, or book versus show.
Yeah.
I'm only like 12% of the way through it. So
That's
I
fair.
just started listening to it maybe yesterday and haven't had a lot of time to do so. But I really want to listen to the series because I've read them all multiple times. It's been a hot minute since I've touched those books. So it's kind of like getting me back to it. I've watched the movies multiple times between now and the last time I touched books. So listening will be a new experience.
Yeah, I will say, like, as far as the book being different from the movie, I feel like with a show where they have multiple seasons and whatever, they have a little more time to like flesh out all of the things from the book.
Yeah, that's
whereas
true.
a movie, they're very limited and they have to cut certain things and make creative freedom.
That's true.
Make creative freedom.
Make it.
Make it.
Create it. In a free way.
Have you You have to have heard that they're making Harry Potter a show, right?
I'm worried it's going to be a big flop.
I am really excited for it.
I'm excited. I'm going to watch it. You know damn well. But
I also, though, like, so much attribute those actors from the movies to Harry and Ron and Hermione and everyone else.
And the show is labeled Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And it's, like, rebranded text and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it can't possibly be Harry again. Like, I thought that it was going to be a new set of students going through Hogwarts.
No, they're redoing, like, each season is going to be a book.
Maybe it'll be good.
I don't know. I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited to watch it. I want to know what's going to come of it, but I thought it was going to be something new in the wizarding world.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of disappointing. Mostly because, like, how are you supposed to outdo
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
There's no chance that the new Harry Potter is Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah. No. I think they've released some of the cast. I can't remember who, though.
Yeah.
In other sad news, last week...
I know.
What is her name?
McGonagall. I don't remember her actual name.
I don't either, but Professor McGonagall died last week, and I actually cried when I got home on Thursday night, because that's when it happened, on Thursday last week. I got home and I cried, and then I was like, what am I doing? I don't know this person, but I was like...
celebrity. I know. We've lost her and Snape and Dumbledore.
I know.
Ugh.
Sad. And
Do you like... I know. Do you like OG Dumby or second Dumby better?
I like second Dumby better.
Me too. I like both of them. Mm-hmm. I think they both do justice to the character.
For sure.
I just like second Dumby's more flamboyant and erratic behavior.
Yes.
Whereas the first one's very stoic and like is obviously the all-knowing wizard.
Yeah.
But like second one's like weird. And I like him.
He's kooky.
He's a little kooky. Yeah, we just finished Goblet of Fire, and I think it's my favorite movie. Although Prisoner of Azkaban's really good too.
I love Prisoner of Azkaban. That's both my favorite book and my favorite movie.
I
love them all.
I do too.
I don't care.
I was talking to Ethan. We were talking about favorites, and I was like, I literally love all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So to say, I think Chamber of Secrets is like the one I love the least. I don't know why, but I don't like it as much as everybody else.
But
fair. I still love it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not to say I don't like it. It's just on the bottom of the list.
I will say that, like, Chamber of Secrets and the Sorcerer's Stone are also my least favorite.
Yeah.
As far as movies go, especially.
Certainly.
And I think it's just because they're so young and so, like, babies.
Yes. And that's the same for the books.
Yeah.
Like, even just getting back into the audio, I'm like, yeah, this was catered for an 11-year-old.
Yeah,
like,
certainly.
Makes sense. But anyway, that's my journey right now.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for you. That makes me want to join you on that journey.
Do it, man. It only took like a week to get Sorcerer's Stone. Maybe less.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And I just put freaking Chamber on hold, so.
I want to look now and see if they have graphic audios for them.
I do too.
Because I will buy that shit.
I will make it happen. That's fair. But yeah, what did you guys read this week?
Yeah, you got to let us know if you read any of the books that we've talked about today.
Indeed.
How did you feel about them?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
have you read the Day of Bad trilogy?
So
and if
good.
so, I love that for you. And did you also give all 3 5 stars?
You better have.
Come on. And if not, why? What are you doing?
Yeah, what did you not like about them if you didn't rate
me.
them all 5 stars?
I'd love to know. And, well, I hope you have a dang good week, friends.
Hell yeah.
And
we'll see you next time.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.
All right, well, bye.
Bye.
Toots.